Rock. We border some of Midlothian.
Oh, that's, yeah,
So
pretty,
we touch the
pretty big area.
5th and the 4th districts.
Okay, all right, so you're a pretty big area there.
We are pretty big.
Okay, so tell me what you would change
Okay.
if you came in.
What I would change is I would begin to get people excited about public education. I think, unfortunately,
I like
we've
that.
taken a tone in this city about our education system, and everyone believes that it's failing our children, and we can't have that. We can't have that. So what I believe is that we have to look at our school system as the glass half full. And what are we prepared to do to come in and make sure that those children that attend those facilities get everything that they need?
Outstanding. Now, I know that you're kind of behind this new mentorship program.
Yes.
The drive that we have going on, Transforming Today's Youth. And I liked, again, that meeting that we had the other night was very, very exciting is almost the word, because the enthusiasm, and with the kids. I mean, the kids were so enthused and whatnot. Just so you know what we're talking about, we have a mentorship program. It's called, the organization is called Transforming Today's Youth. And we have, I think we got 50 students so far.
We do. We have 50 students from Thompson Middle School and George Wythe High School.
And 20 mentors on that are signed up so far and been through the training.
That is absolutely correct.
I think that's magnificent.
That is, especially in a city where they say you can't find any mentors. We, in really a short time frame, have been able to get that many mentors. So
Do we need any more?
we do need more.
Tell 'em.
We
How-
do need
how do
more.
we get
We
there?
do need more. Please feel free to call Communities and Schools 358-1257. Ask for Dr. AJ Blue Saunders. She can speak to you more about the mentorship program. But I would say to everybody in the community that we each got to take responsibility for even just one child. And that way you develop those trusting relationships. And we get our children to understand that education is just the foundation of where they're going to go in life.
Outstanding. I have a granddaughter. I have 8 grandkids, but I have a granddaughter that's going to be 13 in November. She's in New York. She was just honored by the Honor Society. She's going to the Beacon School, which is the top high school in New York, and we were up there last weekend, and I was so amazed to sit down and listen to this 12 years old little girl telling me her future, and knew exactly. She knew exactly. And she said, and Papa, I'm going to just run 90s, no lower than 90s while I go through this. And then when I go to law school, da-da-da-da-da-da. Amazing. And I think that this mentorship program that we're developing now will lead to that same kind of mentality, but on a larger scale.
So true. So
What do you
true.
think? What do you think the general community right now? When is your election?
The election is November the 6th. Everybody make sure you go out and vote. As you can see, who I'm going to vote for president.
That's amazing, isn't it?
But in the words of some very important people, if you don't vote, you don't have any voice.
That's it. That's it. And it's so important. And then you're finding out, even now, after the last 4 years, there's still hundreds of thousands of African Americans that are not registered to vote. What is wrong, people? Wake up, okay? And if we don't get it right this time, guess what? We are in a bind. Because what's going on now, you think we were back in the 40s again. And most of you, again, I hope I have some young folks listening, have no concept of what education was and what happened to get you to be able to go to school like you can. No idea. Hello, caller.
I have a question for Ms. Epps.
Great.
Go right ahead.
Oh, Ms. Epps, I'm enjoying your enthusiasm, and I love how you talk about mentoring our children. But who's going to mentor their parents? Is there something that we can get involved in with that as well?
And that is so true. With this particular program, there is a component that speaks directly to the parents. Oftentimes we hear that the parents don't want to be involved. I would tell you that's absolutely false. Parents do want to be involved. We've just got to find a way to embrace their involvement and meet them where they are. And so, you know, sometimes some parents are going to come in and they're going to have house shoes on and they're going to have hair rollers in their hair. It's not for us to pass judgment on them. It's for us to hear the words that are coming out of their mouths and to find a way to work with them to support their children.
Well, the parental enthusiasm the other night was just as high as the kids in ours. I mean, because parents were coming over and shaking my, oh, I'm so glad he got involved. And what you have to remember, you see me getting excited about this. I'm excited because the youngsters chose to be in it. They weren't made to be in it. They chose to be in it.
Okay.
And I think that's outstanding. Did we answer your question, ma'am?
Yes, you did. One other thing.
Go right ahead.
Do you have
This is my
do you
wife.
have funds to do all this work? I mean, is there somewhere where we can donate money to?
Oh, that is awesome. That is so awesome to hear you say that. Yes, ma'am, there is. Richmond Public Schools has a education foundation, and you can feel free to donate money to the Richmond Public Schools Foundation and ask for it to be earmarked for this particular program.
All right, and could you, what's the name of that program again?
It is the EYES mentoring program. It's part of the partnership with Communities in Schools, with Real Fathers, Real Men, with Transforming Youth. But if you contact the Richmond Public Schools Education Foundation and ask that those funds be earmarked for the EYES, the Communities in Schools EYES mentoring program.
Great. All right, I'm going to get involved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
for
luck.
that. And to you, the rest of you viewers out there, that question, I mean, what she said made a lot of sense. I know there's a lot